You don't have an anger problem. You have an emotion problem. You don't explode because you're strong. You explode because you're overwhelmed. You tell yourself you're passionate, real, not fake like other people. But the truth is simpler than that. You are ruled by irritation, ruled by pride, ruled by mood swings that decide how your day goes before you even wake up. You think you're in control because you can lift heavy weight, because you speak loud, because you don't back down in arguments. But control isn't about volume, it's about restraint. And restraint is the one thing you avoid. You don't like how small that sounds. Good. Because deep down, you already know this. You say you're disciplined, but you snap at your girl over small tone shifts. You shut down when your boss critiques you. You lose focus for hours after one negative comment. You scroll to escape a feeling you can't name. You think you're logical, but your day is shaped by emotion. If you wake up feeling motivated, you work. If you wake up irritated, you sabotage everything. If you feel insecure, you pretend you don't care. If you feel rejected, you act cold. That's not strength. That's reactivity. You claim you're building your future, but your mood decides whether you show up. You think being a man means expressing everything immediately, saying exactly what you feel in the moment, letting people know they can't disrespect you. But most of the time, you're not defending your respect. You're defending your ego. There's a difference. When someone challenges you, your chest tightens. Your jaw locks. Your brain looks for words that win, not words that solve. You don't pause, you attack. Or you withdraw and punish with silence. Either way, emotion owns you. And the worst part? You don't even notice the pattern. Your brain is wired for quick dopamine relief. Anger gives it, validation gives it, winning arguments gives it, even self-pity gives it. When you react, you feel powerful for a moment. Your nervous system spikes, your heart races, you feel alive. But it's not power, it's stimulation. Comfort addiction doesn't only mean laziness, it also means emotional comfort. You avoid the discomfort of sitting with a feeling, so you discharge it onto someone else. Or you bury it under distraction. You don't process insecurity. You convert it into arrogance. You don't process fear. You convert it into aggression. You don't process sadness. You convert it into isolation. That conversion feels strong, but it's just defense. Your ego is protecting you from looking weak, from feeling exposed, from admitting you were hurt. So instead of saying, "That bothered me," you say, "I don't care." Instead of saying, "I'm unsure," you say, "This is stupid." Instead of saying, "I need to improve," you say, "They're wrong." Your ego keeps your image clean, but it keeps your growth stuck. Fear of failure plays quietly in the background. You don't try fully because losing would confirm your worst belief, that you're not enough. So you react quickly. You blame quickly. You quit quietly. Self-sabotage doesn't look dramatic. It looks like mood-based decisions. Skipping the gym because you felt disrespected earlier. Canceling plans because you felt insecure. Ignoring opportunities because you felt intimidated. You call it not feeling it, but your feelings are steering the wheel. Imagine 5 years of this. 5 years of letting irritation decide conversations. 5 years of letting pride block feedback. 5 years of pushing away people who challenge you. 5 years of starting strong and quitting silently. You won't crash, you'll drift. You'll become average without noticing. You'll be the guy who had potential, who talked about big moves, who almost did something meaningful. But his emotions kept interrupting his consistency. You'll watch calmer men pass you. Not louder, not stronger, just steadier, and that will irritate you even more. Because deep down, you know you could have done the same. Uncontrolled emotion doesn't destroy you in one moment. it erodes you slowly. A sharp comment here, a broken relationship there, an opportunity missed because you felt off. Years later, you won't remember the exact arguments, but you'll live with the consequences. Distance from your family, tension in your relationships, a reputation for being hard to deal with, and the most painful part, you'll think the world misunderstood you, when in reality you misunderstood yourself. Here's the truth. Emotions are not the enemy, but they are terrible leaders. You were never meant to eliminate anger, or fear, or desire. You were meant to regulate them. There is a small gap between stimulus and response. Most men never train that gap. They live inside impulse. Someone criticizes you. You respond instantly. Something triggers you. You act instantly. That gap is power, not dominance, not intimidation. Control. Real control means you feel the surge, and you don't move. You notice the heat in your chest, and you stay silent. You let the first wave pass. That doesn't make you weak. It makes you dangerous in a quiet way, because now you choose your response. You don't let your nervous system choose it for you. Dopamine trains you to chase emotional spikes. Calm discipline feels boring at first. It doesn't give the same rush. But boring is stable. Stable builds results. When you learn to sit with discomfort without reacting, you break the addiction to emotional drama. You stop needing arguments to feel strong. You stop needing validation to feel secure. You stop needing attention to feel significant. You become internally steady. That steadiness changes everything. You wake up and work even if you're irritated. You train even if you're insecure. You listen even if you're defensive. Your feelings still exist. They just don't dictate behavior. That's maturity, not age. Control. The version of you who wins is not louder. He is calmer. He wakes up early not because he feels inspired, but because he decided. He doesn't announce his goals. He builds them in silence. When someone disrespects him, he evaluates before reacting. Is this worth energy? Is this a projection? Is this feedback I can use? He doesn't confuse ego wounds with real threats. When he feels anger, he channels it into effort. When he feels fear, he uses it as data. When he feels insecurity, he improves quietly instead of performing confidence. He doesn't need to prove he's a man. His control proves it. He understands that emotional discipline compounds. One paused reaction, one controlled response, one uncomfortable conversation handled calmly. Over time, that becomes reputation. People trust him, not because he's intimidating, but because he's stable, and stability is rare. You want to lead? Control your reactions. You want respect? Control your tone. You want progress? Control your impulses. It starts small. The next time you feel the urge to interrupt, don't. The next time you feel the urge to send that angry message, wait. The next time you feel embarrassed, stay present instead of escaping. You train control the same way you train muscle. Repetition under tension. It will feel unnatural at first. Your body will crave discharge. Your mind will look for justification. Don't argue with it. Just delay. 5 seconds. 10 seconds. One breath. That breath is the line between a boy and a man. A boy reacts. A man responds. A boy needs to be seen as strong. A man builds strength privately. A boy avoids feeling small. A man tolerates it long enough to grow. You've spent years protecting your image. What if you spent the next years mastering your reactions? No one will clap when you stay calm. No one will post about your restraint. But your life will shift quietly. Fewer broken connections, more focused work, more energy saved for real battles. Control is not suppression, it's direction. You don't bury emotion, you steer it. The world doesn't need more loud men, it needs controlled ones. Men who can feel anger without becoming it, who can feel fear without freezing, who can feel desire without being owned by it. That level of control is rare because it requires facing yourself. Not the gym version, not the social media version, the raw version, the insecure thoughts, the jealousy, the ego wounds, the craving for validation. You either confront that quietly, or you keep reacting loudly. There is no neutral path. Every uncontrolled reaction reinforces the habit. Every paused response rewires it. You don't need to change your personality. You need to train your nervous system. Slow your breathing when triggered. Lower your tone on purpose. Speak fewer words when emotional. These are small acts, but they separate chaos from command. You think control limits you. It doesn't. It frees you from being predictable. Right now, people can predict you. They know what sets you off. They know how to provoke you. That's not power. Power is being unreadable because you are steady. When you control your emotions, no one else can. And that's the shift. Not louder, not colder, not detached. Composed. You can keep living on impulse, letting moods shape your discipline, letting ego shape your relationships, letting fear shape your effort. Or you can build something quieter, a man who feels everything, but chooses carefully. The next time emotion rises in your chest, don't prove anything. Don't defend your image. Pause. Because in that pause, you decide who you are becoming.